It is a couple of days past Thanksgiving, and that means it is time for us to enter into wintertime craziness. What that really means is we're gonna be doing Vlogmas over on the vlog channel. That's Amara In Seattle vlogs. Now I'm hopeful that Vlogmas will be full of a bunch of collabs this year, so get ready to meet new and interesting creators as we go. I wanted to create kind of a set specifically for Vlogmas, and that is what I'm gonna take you guys through today. I wanted to create a set on a really minimal budget. Minimal meaning I only am using things I already had in the house, and I'm trying to use them creatively. But first, it is time for the mandatory stuff. Go ahead and like this video if you're excited about the holiday season, or if you're excited about the transition into the year 2018. I am. You can hit subscribe so you're part of the next adventure. There are so many things coming down the pipe. I have so many videos of things I've done that I'm excited to share with you. I have so many ideas for things we're gonna do in the future, and I have so many aspirations in general for this channel, and I'm so excited to take you guys along for the ride. You can ring the bell so you get notifications sent to your inbox. Anyway, enough of that stuff. Let's get to some sparkly stuff. Holiday type decorating. There is this scuff mark over here on the wall. I had the idea of getting these little chalkboard stars. Now they were white outlined, and they're little chalkboard stars. I think I got them at Target. I think they cost about $1 for all 3 of them. Since my whole setup is pink, I lined the edges for these bad boys in pink, specifically this one in a really bright pink. And so I've got 2 that are in the lighter pastel pink, and then one that's in the brighter boom boom, there it is, super intense pink. And then I'm gonna put them up on the wall in strategic places, cover up spots and stuff, and to make it so that there's more dimension. This is the first layer, is what's gonna be on the wall. The second layer is what's hanging from here. So it creates a layered background with a lot going on. Woo! It doesn't have to be all that specific because this is just for us, and it's not got anything all that heavy on it. So now there's a star here, and now we're gonna get to drop all this drapery over it, so there's a star in the background of it. There's that. Now we've got the 2 stars and the trees over here. DIY'd it over there. That's the map of Seattle. And then I'm gonna throw the other star down because I want it to appear a little bit random. So we've got all 3 of them up, and they're in different kind of order. Piece that makes this really interesting is a backdrop, all these hanging items. And if we go ahead and span all the way up to the ceiling, there's a whole bunch of hooks up here. Now I keep these hooks up here all year long for all kinds of things, so I can decorate stuff, so I can run some wires. There's an internet cable right here running across the top of the room. Decided to tie off bits of curling ribbon. I happen to have pink curling ribbon because I love pink as a color. If you had colors that you thought of as more traditionally festive, you could use those, doesn't matter. And then this is fancy kind of nicer ribbon. This is usually used actually for sewing and things like that, but I had it left over, and I think I got it probably at some sort of sale. Turned it around the corner, create a little bit more dimensionality for shots that happen here. So if I'm doing that, you still see this ribbon piece coming forward a little bit because it is technically more forward than the things behind. I have one single floating bulb right here, and the real reason for that is that will be counterbalancing this giant big piece so that I can sit right in the middle here and shoot vlog content and have it still have interesting items on both sides. The main piece of all of this is this bookshelf. This is your standard drop shelf bookshelf. You can get them at IKEA or Walmart or Target or any of those standard places. I had one in my closet. I started by taking what is very simple bookshelf and covering it in some washi tape. Just lined all the way down. I used this sparkle washi tape all the way down to the floor. Then I went and added tissue paper from last year that I thought was really cool because it had these golden polka dots. So I went and I got that. I lined the entire front part of the first shelf with it so that you would see that all the way through. And I had it come a little bit further down. I blocked off the entire back. I had just enough left to add it to the other 2 shelves too, but I didn't add it all the way to the back of them so I could plug things in. I have this bell, and I just put some ribbon in there, actually this is thin rope that's for decorating, and then there is some of these old cat toys that I had that kind of match the colors of the vlog channel, and I threw those little baby twinkle lights in there. And then we have this tree here. You guys may recognize it from last year. It's the same tree. I think I bought it for 10 bucks or something at Target last year. I didn't have very many ornaments. I only had these little Dollar Tree heart-shaped ornaments. Decided that I would decorate it with the ribbons. The ribbons are holding kind of a special place in my heart right now because my cat was playing with them right when we were starting to set this up a day or 2 before she passed. So I was really thinking that's kind of a nice sweet homage to Princess. And then there's no tree skirt, so instead I just took more of the ribbon, curled it up into little pieces, and covered up the pink base right here pretty well. The V from my vlogging channel, it's a little marquee sign. It was bought for me about a year ago. I just tilted it on its side. This thing has its own light up battery piece that can be turned on the back, and behind it is a little puffy ball that's just made out of, again, more tissue paper just to have a little bit of a backing color come through there. These are rocks that I had. I actually used them in my end of the year 2016 video, but because they were such cool looking rocks, I decided to paint them with leftover nail polish in various colors. Over here, we have more of them. These are golder, a little bit of pink, another giant ornament that I had here, my Pusheen ornament that I love so much. This is a candle. I don't know if I will light it while it's there, but there's a chance I might take the tree down at some point. And this big key, at some point this guy will end up on the wall. I found him at an estate sale for I think $1. Just a giant key, but it also looks really good with the backing. Behind it is a mason jar full of some bigger Christmas lights. This was used last year and I just kind of repurposed it here to create even more backlighting. A little bow just made out of extra ribbon. Little things. I mean, obviously no one would have all of these things except for me. Just start going, what are things that match kind of my color scheme, match kind of what I'm doing in general, and feel fun and festive for the holidays. I'm really happy with all of it. It's very non-traditional. Like, I've never seen anyone use rocks in a display like this. Here in the bigger, wider shot, you'll see, just to make sure I balanced out this space. Now, when I'm taking shots, you won't be able to see over here where there's the stairwell. You won't be able to see over here where there's actually a door. I may choose to switch out some of these elements. And I have this really festive zone I can do Vlogmas shooting in and all kinds of other things when I'm not holding the camera, which I'm doing right now with this hand, this arm. You guys, I really look forward to sharing things in December with you here. That's gonna start with finishing the movies I'm watching right now. Woo, spoilers. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Woo, holiday times. We got them. Thanks for watching Rockstars Best Adventures. This is Amara in Seattle. It's the top of the Space Needle, rain coming down. Woo! Oh, it's time for the bonus question. You guys get a bonus question if you make it to the end of the video. This one is, what recipes are you excited about making for the holiday season? I'm thinking a little bit about dabbling in cooking and maybe baking. Oh, baking. I might go ahead and do that. So if you guys have recipes that you recommend, let me know in the comments below. I'm excited about finding inexpensive ways to infuse the holiday season into my household. Maybe that'll show up on one of the channels. Ah, speaking of which, there are 2 other channels. Amara In Seattle Vlogs is where we do everything as an adventure. It's my vlogging channel. Extras, bloopers, anything I think would be extra fun for you guys, that ends up on the vlog channel. And we're going into Vlogmas very soon, so pretty soon there's gonna be a video every day in December. I'm actually gonna do the entire month, not just Vlogmas, cause I like to. I'm working on trying to make that whole month into collabs, so we'll see how that goes. And we also have the travel channel that's called Amara In Seattle, where we get lost in travel. I've recently been in Japan and in Australia, and there is more footage from those adventures and just footage for people who travel in general or who have traveling in their heart. So you can check that out too. I hope everything's going great with the start of the holidays. I hope everyone had a really wonderful Thanksgiving. I really hope all of you had a Thanksgiving that was much less sad than mine was. Because this is the first video I'm posting after Thanksgiving, I also want to let you guys know I'm so thankful to have you guys in my community and for all the wonderful things that have come to my life through this relationship I've built with you, utilizing YouTube as a platform and in social media space in general. So thanks so much for being part of my community, and thanks so much for inspiring me every day and making hard times still kind of wonderful. It seems impossible, but you guys are life-changing. So look forward to seeing you in the next life-changing adventure. So much great stuff is coming. Bye, you guys. Yay. See you later. Woo. Woo. I gotta go work on stuff. Blah. It's a party.